to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
At the 35-yard line.
Play action this time with Love. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Bradley Chubb, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Well, it was second long, now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Third and long for Love. And that is incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first two possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 16 more on that one and another first down. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line. It's the tight end. It's your wide receivers. Everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that if they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
At the 21-yard line.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Love. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Love. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
For Cincinnati Bengals.
Now Mason. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place.
It's caught inside the 25. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. 19 yards there on the pickup. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
At the Broncos' 3-yard line.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Broncos 14, Bengals 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now,
accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Touchdown.
Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Take over first down.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. On second down, here's Barkley. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 19-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And the Broncos are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Another try for Barkley, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Saquon Barkley on his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns, and the Broncos will extend their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Broncos 28, Bengals 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 24. A big play there for Cincinnati. Give him 53 yards on the ground. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Love this time is going to set up to throw it. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Saquon Barkley. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back. Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor, and they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On 2nd down, Love once more. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles. Let's go, D. Big Sears right here. Ready.
To throw on 3rd down. Love. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
A 41-yard punt there with no return, and it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now left side on the swing pass. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. He's the reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right? You'd make sure that he gets targeted, but the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
1st down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Noah Fant.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
1st down.
Down inside the 15 he goes.
Number 13.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll run with Barkley. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 39 that time. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Love, they go play action now. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
Right here, right here. Mike 56. Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Mike 56. Mike 56. I'm coming after you. Green Jack. I'm coming after you.
Throwing again. Love. He's going to let it go again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Lane. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me. On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And this carries into the end zone. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
Denver.
That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. From 13 yards out. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
Point after.
See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Their own 27-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
Mason. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
3rd and 1.
They'll run again with Mason. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 14-yard line. A big 3rd down play there for the Bengals. And even 50 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. Working out of the gun. Love. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Bengals 22.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. Nifty move. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Pass incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good hit.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
7 yards.
Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Broncos send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. He'll take it at the 42. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Mason. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there for the Bengals. 51 yards.
8-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they run. It's Mason. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Now he's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
Love from the gun. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit.
Bengals 30.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now the 2nd down throw on target. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a 1st down. And now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage It'll be back at the 36. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. He's got his tight end Fant. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 39 yards. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. It'll be a 20-yard gain on the play. And the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs. Back now in Cincinnati. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. How about the game that he has compiled here? So he has the 2 receiving touchdowns, and now that is his 3rd rushing touchdown. 3 plus 2, 5 total.
I'm telling you, you and your math can't beat you on that one.
Yeah.
You got it down. But how about the diversity of the day he's had? Just what you pointed out. 3 on the ground, 2 catching them. What a performance.
What a performance. If I get my numbers and colors down, it's going to be a real threat.
Just always remember, color between the lines.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
At the 33-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On 3rd down, Love. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Saquon Barkley. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
At the 46-yard line.
Here's Love. On the screen, this is Mason. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 more there and another first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Brandon Ayuk, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Here we go now as they will again try for 2. Operating from the gun. Love. The quick slant caught. And he's not going to make it to the goal line. They've been perfect on the night in 2-point conversions, but not here, as this time they come up empty.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
The ball carrier.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and it's 3rd down.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Barkley. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Saquon Barkley, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
For the point after.
Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own
the Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Down at the 19-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Now 3rd and 5.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
At the 37-yard line.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 20. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Kick over 1st and 10. At their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And 10. At the 30.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
We got it. Right there, 54.
Two runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And, you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
On 3rd down, Love. The open man is Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On play action, Love to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4. Hey, keep it up.
To the air again, Love. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Herb Smith Jr., his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
Joey Sly lining up for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count.
Is good.
And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Broncos 59, Bengals 49.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Again, it's Barkley. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a third and long.
And it's third down.
On third down, Barkley. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Broncos